on this episode of Bot vs. Con.
Welcome back, Bot vs. Con fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con, and this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard.
And we are back, and this time we are going to recap our TFcon LA hauls from 2025. So stay tuned. Really excited to share what we picked up, and we'll be right back.
This is Bot vs. Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
First, we want to say thank you to everyone that we were able to meet. Lots of old friends, lots of new friends. Really appreciate the members who were able to come have lunch with us. Appreciate the Chosen Prime. I really, there it is. Really want to say thank you to the Chosen Prime for the VIP badge. This was really cool. We were able to help them out on Saturday, and so a lot of people, we apologize we couldn't spend as much time with you as we wanted to, because we were kind of running back and forth, and you probably saw James manning the booth and me on the floor and getting stock and everything. So hopefully everybody got everything they wanted, but we're going to talk about what we were actually able to shop for. And so first, let's talk about some of the gifts that we received, and I'll start off here with some gifts from members, and I think you have them open, James. I haven't opened yet, but okay. So members Glutateo and Scooby Prime actually 3D printed the Grimlock kits for us to turn Grimlock into Godzilla, and so I'm really excited about this. I haven't opened them up yet, but yes, James. And I don't know who did which one, because they came in 2 Ziploc bags. So thank you both for the gift. That was really nice of you. We really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what it looks like on my Grimlock, whichever one I choose to use it on.
Exactly. Moving on, we got these cogs that are actually Fundy Studios from our friend, and I did steal Bobby's idea and get one as a Christmas ornament, because he took that, so I took that, and then I just picked out some colors I like. Very cool little things. They still remind me of the pumpkin bombs from Green Goblin. But they're very, very cool, and I'm glad to have them in my collection. And all of them will probably be Christmas ornaments, honestly.
I think so. So thank you, Alan, for these.
Thank you. I also almost forgot. Thank you, Scooby, for stickers. You got me the Megatronus stickers, which are pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to use them on, but I'll find one Megatron to put them on. So thank you so much for that.
Yes. So I think I gave you some stickers too. No.
Well, you did, but that's not
different.
TFcon related.
You just received them at TFcon.
Exactly.
All right.
So I guess we'll move into t-shirts, and the first one that let's talk about is on Bobby's body.
Oh, wait, this will be talked about later, but so
I think it's the weakest TFcon shirt like ever. But I'm glad to still have it.
I also think this is definitely LA Lakers, LA Sparks kind of color. So you're not really a sports fan. Well, I shouldn't say really. You're not a sports fan. So for the sports person, I am a Laker franchise fan. So I thought this was really cool. It's cool that it's Cybertron as well, but it does give the LA Lakers, LA Sparks, NBA teams, WNBA teams, kind of a reference here. So, yes.
Yeah. Not good. Moving on, we did get these from Symbiote Studios. Shout out to them. It says, "Me Grimlock want to munch metal," and this is so adorable. Really nice guys. I think we'll probably have them on the show eventually. But I really like this. I can't wait to get it ironed out. As you can see, it was in my suitcase, and wear it, because that Grimlock is just too cute.
Yes. And this is the company that does those plush toys that we've talked about on the channel. So stay tuned. We will be interviewing them as well. So I'm really looking forward to some of those. They had some really cute figures. So shout out to them. I also did pick up a shirt. This one is actually from, whoop, see, got some stuff falling. So it's all hell Megatron, and I got this from Madhouse, and they were right next to Toy Dojo and ages 3 and up. So,
and I got it as well, but I actually kind of like mine because this one was a printing error, so it's much darker than the normal ones, and I actually got it at a discount. But I would have picked it up at full price because that's actually really cool to have like a 1 of 1 shirt. So
I'm jealous.
So I'm kind of happy I got that. So thank you for still selling it to me, even though it was a little darker.
Yeah. So, and yeah. So I think I got the 3 shirts. So I also got the Grimlock shirt as well. So
yeah.
Those are the 3 shirts I got. Did you get any more?
No, that's it. Besides our shirts.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who picked up a shirt from us. That was really cool. So James did a really good job. And I think, do you still have some available or
we may?
Okay.
Yeah. If you're interested, email us.
Yes.
And then I don't know why we got these. I don't remember the conditions to getting them.
Yeah,
but
they had 1,000.
Whatever which way, we got the trading cards, and these look very, very nice. The Megatron's really cool. The Optimus looks great as well. Good set of cards.
I agree. There were some cool cards. They were numbered, so I think I got number 15 or something like that. James didn't have a number on his.
I didn't have a number on it. But either which way, they're cool.
Yes, and so we picked those up on Friday with the exclusives, and this is choking me now. So let's get into something else we picked up, which was the TFcon, which were pins from TFcon, and there's the very first one I picked up was when we were helping set up, and this is, very reminiscent of Los Angeles, and this is by I'm trying to
Darkarin Studios, Darcarin Studios.
Yes. So she makes these, and she never does the same one twice. So these are really cool. If you see her, she just takes a donation, and that donation goes to making more of these. So it's I thought that's really cool, and so shout out to Passer as well from Chosen Prime for picking these up for us.
I had to get Skeletor. I thought this one was just too neat.
Yeah.
I don't even like He-Man, but this was just so cool.
All I keep hearing is "remember," and then him saying something and running off. I don't know if you've seen any of those.
Sounds like what I do when I tell you to buy stuff, right?
But,
the TFcon pin was Ironhide and Frumble. I'm not going to get into that. I like this one better, just because it's a cassette tape, but that's fine. They're nothing to write home about, if you ask me.
Yeah. And so we shared those pins. What else did you get pin wise?
We already talked about it. Wrap that on the review. There's so much more detail in this than the other ones. They need to switch over to do those. But from Symbiote Studios, I also got Swoop, because if you've been watching our channel, he's our favorite Dinobot, I believe, right?
Swoop and Slag for me.
Yeah. And they had it there, and I said, hey, that's really cool. So I went ahead and picked it up just because. And my light is very far this way, which is why it's so dark. But it has all the colors. It's blue. And again, the detail on here, even though it's dark, looks so much better than the TFcon ones. So I'm happy to have those. And these make a great pair. 2 flying animals. I don't know. I like it. So I'm happy with my pins.
I'm so mad because I didn't see the pins, because I definitely would have probably picked those up.
Gotta look around.
I'm so jealous. I did pick up Drift.
Is that a pin?
Yes. And
I don't think that's Drift. I think that's from Initial D.
That's what I meant, the Initial D. I'm calling it Drift because it came from Toy Dojo.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I picked this up, and it is the Initial D. So I thought this was really cool, so I did grab this from them.
It really reminds me of Prowl.
I
Because it's squished. You know what I mean?
But you can see.
I can see the writing. I can see that it's drift.
Yeah.
But when I first saw it, I saw Prowl.
So I did too when I first saw it, and then I was just like, oh wait, I saw the writing on there, and I was like, I see what you did there. So really cool to go with everything else they did along with the initial D. And
maybe you could put it on a little diorama somehow.
Yeah, probably not, but yeah.
Yeah, you could. You could just push it through.
Yeah, but probably not. So those are what I picked up for pins. So now let's get into some of the cool stuff. So Bot Nation, who is actually a friend of the channel as well, found out that while he's designing things, he actually watches the show, so was really humbled by that. I thought that was really cool. And so some of the things that I picked up from him.
Well, first let's talk about what's around our necks.
Well, I was gonna save that for last.
Oh, all right, okay. I thought that'd be first since it's already in frame.
Yeah, well, I mean, because there's a little story behind it. So typically he does these, you can do them. I can't think of what it's called. It's either mirrored or not mirrored. Let's say that. But I picked up this Transformers plaque from him. I thought this was really cool, and I can put this on top of one of my wall units. So that's where that's gonna go. And then this was in one of his cases, and it's a custom Decepticon, and you can see the screen there. It's a custom Decepticon shelf for Detolf, and you see the little holes around here. It's actually for Soundwave, and he included little stands
for all the Cassetticons.
For all the cassettes, and I don't know what I did with them, but they plug into the holes. So, unpacking was hell. But they plug into the holes, and you can now pose the figures in action. So
that's awesome.
I will be changing around possibly my my Soundwave DJ booth and have the figures around. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yes, so here they are. So it's a bunch of little stands like this.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And you can just use the arm to plug into the holes. And he also gave us these outlines here, and these might look familiar. And James, this is what you were talking about. So he actually literally on Friday told us if we shared with him our logo, he could make these for us. So Saturday morning, he literally had our designs for our logos, and I thought this was really cool. So really appreciate you. This was really cool.
Yeah, I have to agree. And look how shiny they are. They're so nice. And he had a whole bunch. He had Autobots, Decepticons, Predacons, Maximals, the ones from the last movie. Was the last one or the one before that? Anyways, Megatronus, anything you could think of, they had them. So it was very, very cool. He does some really good stuff.
And he's actually, after we speak with him, he's going to come on the show as well. So it's Aaron and Maria. And so want to give them a shout out at Bot Nation. There's going to be a couple of customs that might be coming my way at some point as well. So
eventually.
So appreciate that. So how about we get into some toys?
Yeah, why don't you start off?
Oh gosh. Okay. So I guess I'll go small and work my way up. So from Fans Hobby, we actually have the Blaster team, and I'll kind of show them one by one. I don't know their names, so forgive me.
How do you not know their names? That one's Steve.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's Bob.
Okay, that sounds about right. And this one's Mike.
Oh, no, it's George.
George. Okay, there we go. These are really cool. This was my least favorite set when for the originals. I just thought they were awkward. They actually hold true to the original set, but of course you have the posability and articulation. I still don't like the way they look, but it gives that nostalgia in a modern day figure. So it's almost like what Missing Link does for me, for the G1 figures. I think people who liked these, getting these would be kind of like their Missing Link.
Yeah, I can see that. I think they're fine. So
yeah,
I'll wait till they come out with like an all clear red or something like that.
I don't know. I didn't know they came out.
I don't know if there's any other colors. Well, moving on to mine. This was actually a gift from my friend Vash, and he got me Bobby's favorite, and you can't really see the colors. I gotta move this. It is Universe Black Arachnia. So he knows I have a Universe collection. I don't have this Decepticon. I will be very happy to put her in there. And it's actually, let me see. Okay. I didn't want to give that guy away yet. Actually a very cool purple and orange combo, which is actually a very neat color scheme. So I'm happy to have this. I'm always happy to have any of the Universe figures. So this will be my first Fembot on that shelf. So, and I like my Decepticon Fembot, so I'm very happy to have it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Not any character I know of, but
well,
really
Black Arachnia, same character.
I don't know that particular version.
I don't know that Black Arachnia either. She just looks cool.
yeah. So this one was a kind of a shocker for me. I wasn't planning on picking these up. But these are a blast from the past from Toy World. And there we go. So we have these biplanes, or the Baron. They're called.
Aren't
Baron,
they triplanes?
Yeah, I guess Baron's Aerolite triplanes. They are triplanes, and these are their Seekers. So this is
the Red Baron's plane.
Yeah. So this is Starscream, and this is Skywarp, and Thundercracker. And I have not transformed any of these, and I don't know if I will. They come with this really nice stand, and it's very sturdy. It's like metal.
That surprised me that it was actually metal.
Yeah, it's very, very sturdy. The box is pretty cool, but they are movie series, which, if you're a fan of the channel, I don't typically like movie figures, but these probably won't get transformed to the bot mode. But there are different accessories. There's like hands and a different face that you can put on. I haven't got to that point, and I think someone said that this is like a Build-A-Figure
to the Silver Starscream. Yeah.
So, I don't know if I'll go that far into it, but I saw these. They looked really good. I don't have anything like this in my collection, and I do have those warships and things. So I thought these would fit in with that. So
can we say you're a movie dabbler now? Especially after the last show where you said you might pick up that Legends Prime.
No. That's just to have that version in my collection.
That's what he says now. He's a dabbler.
Yeah.
He already got some movie figures. Anyways, I will continue. And Scooby actually sold this to me, which I'm very happy. I got it for a steal. And forgive me, I don't remember the exact company. It's either G Creation or Generation Toy. And it's their Prowl. I think it was called Rebel, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Very cool looking Prowl. Yeah, I like my stylization, and this is definitely a Cybertronian version of Prowl. He does not turn into a car at all. Well, turn into an Earth car. And yeah, hard to find, so thank you so much. There was a story where he got 2 of them, and then he needed to 3D print other missiles, and he gave me the one with the actual shoulder launchers. So still send me a picture. I want to see how those came out. But yeah, I'm happy to have a Prowl in my collection.
Yeah, it looks good.
And these tires are really cool. That's the hubcaps.
Look like
it's weird looking. Yeah, it's cool.
So this is gonna take us a step back again. I thought I had this in my collection, and I realized that I didn't when I was trying to find some heads to put on. And I did get Colonel Mustard. I thought I had it.
I thought we reviewed it.
I thought we did too, and I don't have it. And I did get Golden Shower. So it says it on the box. Right there.
They didn't call him that.
It says right there, Golden Shower. Yep. That did it. Look at that.
I know, I didn't remember that.
Take all that in. Take all that in. Yes.
I'm gonna restrain myself. Okay.
Yes. So I have not opened these, and you know, if you know, I've kind of collected the Seekers, and I don't know why, but I have. So we're just gonna keep going on with the flying things. So there we go.
All right. Sorry, it's late. Next, I got X-Transbots Magnificus, which I didn't like at first, but he is kind of growing on me. Still haven't transformed him yet, but this is way too loose. I mean, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to get in there. I'm not gonna super glue it, but maybe with some sticky tack or something. But he comes with a ton of accessories. Haven't transformed him yet. It's way too late for you to be laughing at me like that.
I'm talking about Golden Shower. You're talking about getting in there, and it's way too loose. I mean,
but it's pretty good. It's a little boring in the deco. It does come with stickers, but the stickers look, to me, awful because it makes it look like a Missing Link figure, but it's more than a Missing Link figure. Does that make sense? Because the stickers are like G1 stickers, but this figure I think is a little bit better looking than a G1 toy. If it was molded detail with paint, that would be cool, but I just don't want to put stickers on it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, they also lied. This is not red, like it showed in the original. This is like maroon, but it is what it is. He's not bad.
Prior to recording our 230, James had a whole bunch to say about that figure. So,
well, I had a whole bunch to say about another one that I still believe. So we'll talk about that later.
All right, let's go ahead and move up in size a little bit here. Here's another throwback, and it's Ocular Max's version of Stellaris Promenon. It's
Star Convoy. It's Ocular Max's version of Star Convoy.
Star Convoy. That's what I meant to say. The name is Stellaris Promenon.
Okay, yeah, just continue.
Yeah, whatever. This one did come with the leg upgrades. I did change those out. It's okay. I think it looks better than the version of that Hasbro's coming out with for the 13 primes. It doesn't have, the base mode or whatever.
You hated that base mode when they showed that off.
I don't really care for the base mode. So, again, this is one I have in my collection. I don't see me getting another version of this. And there we go.
Yeah. Well, next up, I had to move him. Double Dealer from Fans Hobby. I don't remember his name. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Agent?
Double Agent. Yeah. And I actually really like this figure. So I already have the Machine War Soundwave and Stalker. And this figure made me appreciate how much Get Right Robot changed it to make it into those figures, because this is like almost completely different. I didn't have this figure beforehand, so I wasn't able to appreciate how much. I mean, you can look at the picture, but actually handling it and seeing all this junk in the trunk and where the legs are and stuff, very cool that he did that. Back on topic now, I actually do like this figure. I always like Double Dealer. I think the color scheme is very nice. The dark blue with the teal and the teal face looks cool. I like the little Power Masters. I do like that they turned him into like a punch counter punch, where he has a Decepticon bot mode and an Autobot. This is the Autobot bot mode, which is the classic, and then he still has a Decepticon one, which he never had, and that's kind of cool. I like that the chest can pop out and you can flip it around. I didn't know that on the ones we have. You could pop those out still. I looked at them and I was like, oh, they didn't put that in the instruction because you're not supposed to. So I didn't do that. Yeah, I think he's very cool. Is he the best? No. Is he better than all of the Armada figures Fans Hobbies come out with? Yes. Well, am I wrong?
I can't.
So this
argue.
Do more of this, Fans Hobby.
Yeah, I can't argue. All right. Let's go down to Takara. And
Why don't you do a few of them so I can catch up?
Okay, so I did get Lift Ticket, and this feels really light. It feels very, very light.
Well, light is okay. Does it also feel cheap? Because a light figure, you know, I could pick up one of these figures and it's light, but it still feels sturdy.
I don't like the way the legs feel.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just, yeah. The transformation is cool, I guess. Yeah, there's some things I like.
Very reassuring.
There's some things I don't like. I like the color. I'll go with that. But yeah, didn't do it for me as much. Oopsie. I'm always doing that, right? I also picked up Rigorous, and this one's kind of cool because they did a mix. I still don't like the legs. They did a mix of the Trailbreaker mold, and the Hoist mold. So it has the backpack of Trailbreaker, the legs of Hoist. You know, I love this piece here. So I guess he has some special sonic power. I'm not familiar with the character, but it's a Decepticon, and again, I don't like the way the legs feel. It's just the plastic just feels. It does feel kind of cheap. I'm sorry. Yeah. But it's fine. I don't love it. So
yeah, that's his indigestion.
Yeah, that's what it is. He just let it out, but it just simply clips onto the front. And
so I think Trailbreaker makes psychic shield. No, that wouldn't be psychic, but you know, like force fields, and that's probably just Trailbreaker's accessory that they recolored in yellow. But it looks nice regardless.
Yeah. So, and I don't.
Both of them would be a great McDonald's team together.
Yeah, I can see that.
You see it? They would go ahead and like give you hamburgers. They're both Decepticons.
Yeah, you can kind of see what that looks like. So, and these are the MPG lines. So they repainted the figures, and this is, like I said, cool that they combined the two.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go next. And now we're getting into the stuff that all of that was fine. And then what broke the bank are these next few. And the first one is Takara Legends Magna Convoy. I'm just going to take this off. Which, if you look, that's chrome. So cool. and that's chrome for the grill. Which, look at that paint job, too. So this is the Legends figure back in 2017 when they were actually... Takara was doing fun, interesting repaints. I don't think they do that anymore at all. No, I don't think they do any special repaints. And this thing looks really nice. Like, I really like the way this looks. I guess it's Delta Magnus, but this is the inner robot. And there's a whole story where he was like a worker bot, and then he got possessed by the blue mammoth transformer, and there's a lot there. But this just looks really nice. I love the sword. I like that it came with a pack-in comic book to show you his story. That was very, very nice. And yeah, I was actually looking at getting this guy about a month ago, and then I saw the price and I said, nope, not doing it. And then I saw it in person for a little bit cheaper, and I said, yep, I'm doing it. So great figure though. I really like how this one turned out and looks, and this is my favorite Hasbro Prime mold. So yeah, I like it.
Never seen it, so I should have bought it now. Just playing.
I mean, I don't think you would have spent that much on it.
I definitely wouldn't have. I don't even know what you spent on it, but I wouldn't have. So I guess then we'll talk about things that have kind of broke the bank. And I did pick up. I know.
Those things.
I literally just.
He's giving a golden shower out of his guns.
Yeah, I literally just put this on the table. So this is Super Genrai from Takara. It is small, especially compared to the KFC version. I do like. There's a lot of aspects that I do like about this more so than the KFC version. I love that this part clips in and stays, so it's not falling. It's sturdy. The legs are sturdy. I am going to probably look for those feet that we've seen, because that looks bad. When we talked about on the news the hands, that DNA,
the DNA. Yeah.
I may look into those as well, depending on how much they cost. I really don't like these hands. These hands are not cool. The thumb bends kind of weird. It doesn't do this. It kind of slides, like this. So it's kind of weird. I just probably threw up like 8 gang signs or something like that. But it is small. And so I'm sure somebody will argue with me and say that it's, in scale.
It could be accurate to how big he's supposed to be and MP sized, but that doesn't make it not look small. Yeah. Especially the inner robot. I was shocked when I saw the inner robot in person.
Yeah. And I just so happen to have MP60 here. So that's, yeah.
Now, how does the plastic feel? Because you complained about Lift Ticket, and what was the other one? Rigorous. Does the plastic feel better on this one?
It feels better on this.
Okay. That's weird, but okay.
Yeah. Well, it's probably so. I didn't get the hoist, the Takara hoist. I had X-Trans bots and Fans toys, so I'm a little biased because those felt really good and hefty and solid. Yeah. And so this was the reason I jumped on these, is because I don't have those versions. So yeah, not too happy. I do have the Takara Trailbreaker, which I liked, but the hoist, I don't like the legs. It feels kind of cheap. So that's the first one that was more than I thought I was going to spend.
Same with me on this next one. These are figures that I've wanted since they were revealed, but back then I had a hard time getting them. I couldn't pay for it, blah, blah, blah. And I paid quite the pretty penny for them, but I got Nero Queen, and this one's going to be in a weird pose, but I'll tell you why. And I've got Feral Queen. These are TFcon, I think 2016 exclusives, very limited, and they're supposed to go with Feral Rex and Nero Rex, but I got them to go with King Toys, Thunder King and Purple Thunder King. Does he have a name? They don't have special names, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I've always wanted these. I've had Feral Rex, but I like my fembots. So a purple fembot with that, and this purple's gorgeous. You can't really see it. This colors fit perfectly with that one. The purple's not the best match, but it's good enough. I paid less than they go for, but more than I wanted to spend, if that makes sense. Luckily, Chosen Prime had them, and this is like one of my grails, so I could mark this off my list. Never thought I'd have these in hand, and I'm quite pleased that I got them. And a funny story, I was going back and forth whether I was getting them or not. I don't think I told you this. And my wife
didn't talk much at TFcon.
No, and my wife that was at the booth told me after TFcon a few days ago, if you didn't pick those up for you, I was going to pick them up for your birthday. So now I have to find something else to get you for your birthday. So shout out to her. Yeah, I love these things. I know they're not your style at all, but I do think they would look good with Predaking because they do. And yeah, I'm just happy to have something that I never thought I'd have. And this purple one's gorgeous. So, and I love the hint of green. It just pops. Yeah, so. And they are RC remolds, so they just turn into hover cars, but whatever.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, okay, you say that now.
So my next bank breaker was the Adamus, the Adamus, yeah, that too, Machina. So this is gorgeous. I mean, we bashed the alt mode. Seeing it in person is completely different than seeing it and seeing pictures of it. I still hate the alt mode. I still think it's gappy and don't like it at all. But the paint on this thing is gorgeous. It shines. It's a solid figure as well. Like, you know, meaning it's, I don't want to say no gaps, because if this had gaps, that would be terrible. But it's like a very solid, put together figure. The transformation is different and unique, which I really appreciate. And everything just looks good. Again, I haven't posed it or anything like that. I just literally transformed it and put the guns in his hands. It does compact in alt mode. So that was kind of cool to see it in alt mode and say that, yes, I hate this. I'm going to go ahead and
because you're never going to see it again.
I'm not going to see it again. So, but pretty fun. It feels like a solid figure. I think they did a really good job with this. So I am glad that I picked this up. And this was, you know, this is very stylized. So this will go on my stylized shelf, whenever I decide to make that.
Yeah, I think seeing it in person, it does look gorgeous. Still don't think that justifies the price. I mean, at that point, just get the non-transforming one, because that even looks prettier if you're not going to transform it. But it did look nice. The price is just too much for me. For a figure that just came out. If this was 10 years old, like the ones I got, and it was rare, okay, sure. But there's no reason for it to be that price.
We would have to agree to disagree. And this is coming from somebody who overpaid by far for something that's getting reissued.
Well, my thing is he's so small and he's official.
Well, I mean, I think it's also just kind of where the prices are going anyway.
Which has the whole other thing I was going to say that has me afraid for that Predaking.
Yeah. Yes. So,
but it does look like a gorgeous figure. And if you're happy and any other fans are happy paying that price, I'd say do it. I think it looked very, very nice.
And I'm curious if they're going to do the repaint, which that would be gorgeous as well, I think.
Yeah. So if it's that expensive to produce, probably not.
Yeah. So I can say that was my last in-hand figure that broke the bank. I have one that shattered the bank, but it should be delivered on Monday, so you will see that in my hauls.
You guys will just have to wait to see that.
Yeah.
So that's everything we have for you. Let us know what you got down below. If you got anything very cool, if you got any of your grails, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, man. TFcon's over already. Went by so fast. See you all hopefully in Chicago. We'll talk about Toronto before then. And until next time, to all debates are won.